Hello, we are the board of Unico, including the CEO, the CFO, the president, vice president, and the controller, and our names are Alonso Rodriguez, Rafael Mendez, Nara Maslay, Michaela Mello, and Alana Dimitrishuk. Rafael, why are we gathered here today?
So we are currently here because we are facing a problem. And this problem is similar to what Rogo faced in his plant.
Okay, so what were some of the problems that Rogo was facing in this plant?
Well, his production backlog was growing, as well as there were shortages during the final assembly, which ultimately causes bottlenecks.
Okay, so bottlenecks were problems that he was having. Does anyone have solutions for these bottlenecks in our plant?
Well, we could prioritize orders so we can fulfill our back orders.
Okay, so does anyone else have another solution? I think we're starting to implement that already. So any other suggestions?
I feel like a solution that we could have is by combining three of our products. We have three products that are all selling very terribly. So if combining those three, we could actually reduce our overhead costs and get more revenue in the long run.
Okay, you say the long run. So what are the problems we would face on the short run?
So currently we have over $150 million of total sales. Of that, 21.5 million is our cost of goods. So if we do decide to change up our product line, we're actually going to be reducing three products down into one. Currently, it's at about 36.6 million of our expenses, but if we do decide to incorporate all three products into one, it will increase our expenses to about 72 million for the first year, and will reduce after that, just because our research and development will cease to exist for those products.
Okay, so I'm really liking this idea of one product instead of three. Yeah, because we currently have 6 products that aren't selling too well. So if we were to do that, and I'm looking at the numbers here, our budget, if we were to keep the same sales, this product would be our highest selling product. And I really like seeing those numbers. But yes, on the short run, our expenses will go up. But on the long run, I see this being as a very, very popular product. And I feel like we could profit out of that. Okay, so what are some problems we would face on the long run?
Well, for starters, if we will continue to implement this, we will most likely encounter delayed shipments due to our research and development stage not being finalized.
Okay, so that means we're going to be delayed on some of our orders. If we're delayed on some of our orders, some of our customers are going to be unhappy and we're not going to sell as many products.
Ultimately, our customer satisfaction will decrease.
Yes, that is going to be a real big problem for us. We're going to lose credibility in our name and we can't be having that. So,
Brand loyalty as well.
yes.
But with that being said, I feel like if we do take those three products off of the market for the next year, or limit what their availability is, while we are researching and developing that, our customers are going to understand they're not selling as is. So if we limit the amount that we're making while we are developing the new one, it shouldn't affect us too negatively.
Okay, so you're saying we do not discontinue the product, we just sell less of it? Okay,
Also, we can decrease our inventories as well.
yeah, I see that. I see that most of our products use the same material, so that's not going to be a problem there. Anyone else have solutions to this?
So all the ideas sound pretty good, but do we have a budget that's kind of reflects all this?
So currently we just have a quick budget pulled up. Our total sales I had mentioned before at 150 million. So of our total sales, less than 14% go to product 1, less than 7% go to product 5, and once again less than 14% go to product 6. So our cost of goods sold for that are all around the 4% mark for these products. expenses over the next year are due to increase, just due to us doing our research and development.
Okay, so looking towards our budget for next year, I see that product 156 is gonna make $50 million in sales, which comes out to about 33.3% of our total sales, which are really good numbers, but those numbers only exist if we successfully keep every single customer we have for product 1, 5, and 6. So at a cost of goods sold now, we see that that product is going to increase. Looking at our cost of goods sold as one product 156 will have 8 million, while product just one in our old budget had 5 million. Now product 5 had 1.5 million in cost of goods sold, and product 6 had 1 million in cost of goods sold. So a $500,000 gain in cost of goods sold is not much of a difference, causing our gross profit to come to a $128 million. So looking at our operating expense, from our old budget we had $120,000 in research and development, but with this new product, our research and development is going to go up to $2.5 million, which is because our product isn't created yet, it has to be finalized, so we need those expenses to make this product. So our total expenses are going to go from $63,670,000 to $66,050,000. And it looks like a bad jump, but on the long run I see this product being very profitable and good for the company. So our total expenses will come out to $66,050,000, and our net income will go from $60,700,000. So it's much less than our previous net income of $62,580,000, but we're still in around that figure. If we just fix our product lines to run more efficiently and we're able to save money on our overhead, we should still be in that same budget as we were before. So I like this idea. So does anyone have any suggestions for this product?
Well, I don't have really a suggestion. It's more like I know other companies like Steve Jobs did similar thing with his company.
Okay, can you go a little brief more on that?
Well, what he did was he cut 70% of Apple products and kind of focused on one certain product, and that company, they lost $1.4 billion to $309 million profit in 1 year. But as we know now, Apple is very successful in their selling product nowadays.
And I also heard that he actually helped and implemented it on Nike as well. And Nike has really improved after that as well.
Okay, so we have really good feedback on this concept. So I think we have a really good idea. Now we just need to see how we're going to fit it into our organization or division here.
Okay, to finalize this meeting, do we have any questions?
No?
No.
Does the audience have any questions?
If so, leave a comment below and we will answer your questions as soon as we can. Thank you.